This is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, brought to you via YouTube. And it would be fabulous if you subscribed to our YouTube page, with the promise in the future that at different times we'll have subjects that are only available to those who subscribe. So please, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's easy. Click the subscribe button. And at the same time, click the like button too. Thailand's Prime Minister has gone on record inviting ideas as to how fuel prices could be reduced following the skyrocketing of global prices. Either way, as of now, the subsidy to keep diesel at under 30 baht ends on Sunday morning. With hauliers protesting and threatening large price increases for transport, the end result, unless the subsidy is continued, will be a higher retail price of pretty much everything that has transport involved. Loans and funding to the Fuel Oil Fund have, according to reports, run out, and there appears to be no instant fix. Meanwhile, from next month too, the price of electricity for all of us is set to rise across the country. A Deputy Prime Minister stated separately that the subsidies may continue, but at half their present rate, capping diesel prices at the pumps at 35 baht. This, of course, is for plain diesel, and not the super or power variants that are popular with the public but not used commercially. Thailand's Civil Aviation Authority has notified all airlines of the changes to arrival requirements for visitors as of Sunday, with the promise that the Thailand Pass will eventually be replaced with a much easier process. Vaccination certificates will be required for those not wanting to quarantine, but for the most, quarantine will be a thing of the past. Airlines were also reminded that any passenger arriving without the required documentation will be deported at the airline's expense, so checks on departure for Thailand will continue. Basically, passengers need currently to still use the Thailand Pass, showing insurance and vaccination status. 3 people have been taken into custody after promising a police officer guaranteed promotion in return for a tip. That tip is said to have been 6 million baht, and the cop, well, it seems he paid, only to find out it was a scam when the promotions lists were published and his name wasn't in it. Claiming that they knew top politicians and policemen, the trio duped him slowly, starting with a small amount and gradually increasing it. The CSD, who were investigating, believe they carried out scams on some 13 other individuals, some of whom have come forward now. Meanwhile, at home and in our own region, this morning the province reported 499 new cases of COVID detected through PCR testing, 114 in Chonburi, 124 in Sriracha, just 97 in Banglamung and 40 in Sattahip. In the same period, from 80k testing done in medical facilities, 2,826 people failed. Nationally, the figures are still low at 14,437 for the same period, with 18,509 people recovered, but again high numbers of deaths attributed to the virus, in that period 127. A wheelchair-bound lottery seller who was beaten and robbed by a man on a bike has seen his attacker get his comeuppance. Police here have caught the attacker, who admitted the crime after several of the victim's property items were discovered, along with the bike used to rob him. A known druggie and gambler, the attacker robbed his mark on the roadside, leaving him bruised and battered. And as trade is expected to return quickly to the city, signs of the times include the reversion to pedestrian-only use of Walking Street. As of last night, the street saw vehicular access banned, ready to accommodate the thronging crowds when and if they return. And with the Met Office promising highs at 34 degrees today, dropping down to 27 at night, clear, sunny and hot. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,